Amber Brooks wants to know if her father-in-law, Jim Brooks, passed over okay. Because we've got a name, of course, we can ask Jim, can't we? So what we'll do, we'll get these cards, these mediumship cards, and we'll give them a quick shuffle and see what's going on here. And as we shuffle, we'll ask for Jim to make himself present to us. So we'll just... each card has a pre-written message on it. So it's just really asking Jim to place the cards in order in a particular way. So when we draw the card, it'll provide what he's trying to say. A bit like a phrase book from the other side, isn't it? That's how I always tend to view it. So we just shuffle them. Spirit of Jim, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Jim Brooks, through these cards and move among us. Spirit of Jim Brooks, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Jim Brooks, and if you've got a message for Amber, your daughter-in-law there, and if she passed over okay, maybe, if there's anything you'd like to know, commune with us and move among us. Spirit of Jim Brooks, we ask for your presence. Commune with us, Jim Brooks, through these cards and move among us. Blessed be to Jim Brooks and all absent friends. And we just cut the deck, and of course where the deck splits there is where it's thought to be at its most energetic point, where Jim has left his message, just there. So what we'll do, we'll just place Jim's cards here. Thank you for your presence, Jim. And let's now see what you've got to say about this. Of course, Amber wanted to know, I suppose we all do now, don't we? We're all being a bit nosy there, Jim. I just want to know whether you're okay, whether you passed over, whether you're in the light. Are you okay there? And we just pull out this first card here, just to rotate it nice and slow there, not to disturb the energy. And it's got the message on it. It just says, you have nothing to feel guilty about, Amber. I just added the word Amber there, you just write Amber just there, couldn't you? You've nothing to feel guilty about, he's just saying to you there, Amber. So that's okay, isn't it? That seems to be nice enough, doesn't it? Maybe, I suppose, we all feel guilty at times. I mean, I've had a spate of deaths here, and you do tend to think, what is it that I'm doing wrong here? Of course, when it's pets, and it's those who are closer to you than people, often I find animals are closer to me than people are, because you're responsible for them, you tend to feel a bit guilty, a bit more guilty then, don't you? And maybe, I suppose, this is why, not why, but maybe it could be the reason why, Amber, you've got a bit of guilt, because you've probably felt responsible in some way. I'm not saying you were his carer or anything like that. I mean, it might have been, but and maybe you just feel as though, with him being your father-in-law and that, with him being, I suppose, you know, in the family and that, and you probably, maybe I should have just gone around and checked on him a bit more. Maybe, or something like that, I don't know. And you get all this sort of if only thing, doesn't it? That tends to click in now and again as well, doesn't it? But Jim is just saying there, aren't you, Jim? You're just saying that you've got nothing to feel guilty about. And I suppose really that might be a message to me, mightn't it, as well, Jim? These things happen, and that's just the way it is. And but this is a message for Amber, not me. I'm just poking my nose in. Let's just see what what else he's got to say. I normally pull out 3 cards there, Jem, Amber, and I tend to pull out 3 cards. So let's just see what the next card is. He's just saying there, we are so connected. I suppose really in a way you've got nothing to feel guilty about, we're so connected. I get a funny feeling as though there should be another sort of little card there saying because. As if to say, you know, you've got nothing to feel guilty about because we're so connected. And due to that, that's the reason why, isn't it? Did you pass over okay though? Are you in the light? I think that's what Amber wants to know. Of course, being so connected as you are, I do get this feeling as though, yes, you do, maybe Amber, you did sort of feel as though you had some responsibility or something like that because of this connection that you had with your father-in-law. Usually we don't get on with the in-laws. The old joke is the mother-in-law joke, isn't it, normally? That's usually the one that everybody cracks a joke about. But obviously in this case, I think we got on with our in-laws this time. It's not the stereotype this time, is it, Jem? You had a connection, and you still have that connection now, don't you? Of course, there's not a physical connection, but there's still a spiritual one. Still, Jem being in spirit there, aren't you, Jem? You've got like this spiritual connection, like, if you get what I mean. And then because you're not there in the physical form, it doesn't mean you're not there, does it? Let's just see what else Jem has got to add to this with these 3 cards. Let's just pull out this one here. And Jem's just saying that he just says, I feel healthy and happy. You've got nothing to feel guilty about, Amber. We're so connected. I feel healthy and happy. I've got a funny feeling, yes, okay, illness. Tell me about that one. But this is not about me. This is just about you and Jem and whatever. Maybe in a way we're all connected, aren't we? In a way, Jem, I suppose, in spirit. I suppose we're sort of all like gathering round and just joining in the conversation a bit. And it just appears as though really that I got a funny feeling as though he is feeling better now, aren't you, Jem? So maybe you weren't feeling too good before, but you always know how ill you feel when you suddenly do get better, don't you? And you think, God, I was ill last year, you know, I had the flu terrible, or you know, I had a bad cold last week, it was terrible, but I feel better now. You always know how bad it was. You always realise how bad things are when things get better, don't you? That's the sort of thing I'm getting from that, in the sense of it's a bit he's saying it in a sort of relief, as if, ooh, you know, thank God for that. You know, I'm feeling better now. Although, yes, the passing had to happen in a way. But of course, I suppose it's a bit like anything. You've got to go with the flow, haven't you? Don't fight against the stream. If you swim against it, you'll hurt yourself. Whereas if you swim with the stream and go over the edge, over the waterfall or whatever, and just let it take you. Of course, if you want to sort of avoid damage, you swim to the side. You might end up further down the stream, but you'll get out. But I don't think, of course, Jem managed, did you, Jem? But are you in the light? There's a question. I want to pull out another card here, because I just feel a bit nosy now. This is where we have bonus cards, as you call them. I just somehow feel as though Jem, like, there's a good one, Luke, there's a nice one. He's just saying you are never alone. Never, as in it's sort of like in italics, you are never alone. And just to, I suppose, just to summarise there, Amber, Jem is just saying to you, You've nothing to feel guilty about, Amber. We are so connected, you know, and I feel healthy and happy. I suppose I feel much better now, and because of that, just remember you're never alone, and it's because of that connection. It's like as if you could sort of get this one. We are so connected, and then you could sort of get those two together, couldn't you? There, we're so connected. You are never alone. It's like as if those link up, don't they? If you can see what I mean. And it's like the lighthouse as well. Notice the lighthouse. Yes, Amber, I know that you might not be able to see me clearly. You might not even feel me presence clearly. You might think I'm not in the light, but the light from me that does shine in the darkness, even though there might be some fog, as you would say. That's what the lighthouses are for, isn't it, normally, to warn of fog, and to warn you of the ground ahead. For as much as the fog may have come down, you'll still see the light through the fog. You won't see the lighthouse clearly, but you'll still see its light. And this is what I feel as if he's trying to say. You're never alone, Amber. Although sometimes when you feel you are, when you feel as if I've deserted you, or when you feel as though others have deserted you, you're never alone. There's a connection with us, and that light, although you might not see me, you will see my light. You will feel my light. You'll feel my energy. And then, of course, when the fog lifts, when things get better again, when we come out of that bad place that we may have been in for a while, then you'll realise, and you'll see that clearer, won't you? But for now, I think it's quite clear that Jim is in the light. Forgive the pun, the lighthouse. I think if that isn't a hint, I don't know what is. So I like your sense of humour, Jim. I've just about come in on that one. Probably Amber came in on that quite a while ago. I was never one for getting dry humour. So with that, I think what we'll do, just for now, until we feel drawn again, or till Jim might want to pass a message on again, maybe, I think for now we'll call time on this, Jim. It was very pleased to meet you. It was very, very nice to meet you, and nice to it's been a privilege to sort of be like a channel between you and Amber there, and whatever, and it's been great. So for now, we'll say, as we know, love is the law, love is the bond, isn't it? Mary, do we now meet, Jem? And Jem, Mary, did we meet, Jem? And Mary, do we now part? And of course, Jem Brooks, Mary, may we meet again. So with that, what we'll do is we will just gather Jem's cards together there, and then what we'll do is turn them over like that, and then we'll just place the rest of the deck on top, just as if to lay Jem to rest again. So rest in peace, Jem. As we said, Mary, did we meet? Mary, do we now part? And Mary, may we meet again. Blessed be to Jem Brooks and all absent friends.